Ah, yes, the annual January espionage film. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of Inheritance, the newest film from director Neil Burger. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting close to the end of January, and we're getting close to the end of the dregs of the winter movie season. We, of course, have Inheritance, which is directed by Neil Burger, and it stars Phoebe Dynevor, who plays Maya, who, in essence, loses her mother in this movie at the very beginning of this movie. And her dad, who's kind of disappeared, has shown up and asked her to go with him to visit him overseas. Well, in the process of everything, he is kidnapped and held hostage, and she has to go on a globe-trotting adventure to retrieve her dad and recover a device that holds secrets of American government. And so this movie is about her, going through those exploits while being chased by Interpol. And of course, there are mysteries and secrets that play out because this is an espionage action film. And once again, directed by Neil Burger. So there you go. So with that said, I really didn't know much about this movie. I haven't seen the trailer. It showed up in my email box. Do I want to watch this movie? I said, sure. It looks like a lot of fun. I need something to watch anyways. And so here I am. Rhys Ifans plays her father. This is a movie that very much is hinging on Phoebe Denevor's performance. And it's I like espionage films. I like spy films. I like those types of movies because they can be a lot of fun. They can be outrageous and ridiculous. Look at like the Tom Clancy movies or something like Jack Ryan. But whatever. It's a movie that I'm sure was not going to be great. I honestly didn't know. So with that said, my honest review of this movie, it's fine. It's good. It's entertaining. It's, not the best movie I've ever seen. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen. It is a movie where they use a lot of handheld cameras that are really close on Phoebe Denevor's face as she goes through these different countries like Mumbai or India, and of course, in Seoul, Korea. And it's basically her trying to recover this device to help her father. And if you've seen these types of movies before, this goes exactly where you think it's going to go. So it's very predictable. It doesn't add anything new. It doesn't really add anything different. Like any predictable espionage film, it has good set pieces. It has a really cool motorbike sequence in India that is fun and thrilling. It's overall just a entertaining movie. But once again, it doesn't really add anything. I think Phoebe Denevor's fine in this movie. I think she does a very confident job. She's dealing with a lot of stress of her mother dying. She's having to deal with trying to rescue her father, and then she has her sister who's breathing down her neck. And the bad guys are kind of inconsequential to this movie. They don't really have any importance to the simple fact that they've kidnapped her father, who we learned is a spy. There's Interpol that's coming after her. It's just a movie that goes by the tricks and trades of what you expect from these types of films. So therefore, I don't recommend it on the simple fact that it's original, but I recommend it on the simple fact that I think Neil Burger does a competent job directing this movie. I think it's, thrilling at moments. I think it's fun at moments. Characters do things that characters do, and it leads to a conclusion that you come seeing from a mile away. So overall, it's not a very long review, but it's just, I think the world looks nice. I think the fact that it's like a global set film looks nice. The different places they go to, you can really tell that they were kind of doing this almost a little bit guerrilla style making, because a lot of the people that they come across throughout this movie are real individuals, like real people. So you could tell that they're just kind of in this country just shooting with the government's approval. So when they pass by a pedestrian, you could tell that's a real pedestrian because they're kind of looking at the camera, which is what makes this movie kind of fun and entertaining, because a lot of these people are probably not in it. They just see a camera walking by with a person kind of running past it. And I think that's a lot of fun. And once again, because of the handheld nature feel of what Neil Burger and his cinematographer and the creators of are doing, it really just gets a sense of it's just being kind of there, on her shoulders, like in a third person point of view. So overall, I think the movie is perfectly fine. I think it's perfectly entertaining. It's not going to make a lot of money in the theaters, but I think, when it hits VOD, I think it's worth a watch, to be fairly honest. I think you're going to have fun watching it. I don't think you're going to be, you're not going to remember it in like a year from now, but at least you'll be entertained for an hour and 30 minutes. And, you know, it has decent performances from Phoebe, Dynevor, and Rhys Ifans. So that's something. And I think Neil Berger is a competent director, so he does a competent job with this movie. But once again, it is a January movie, so it comes to what you expect. So overall, not a bad movie, not a terrible movie, just a movie that's there. So there you go. Anyways, with that said, that's going to be my take on Inheritance, now in theaters. Thank you so much for watching. Comments below, what is your favorite espionage action film or spy thriller? Is it something like Bourne Identity, something like that? So let me know in the comments. Otherwise, if you like what you see on the channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell, top fun is coming next. If you like this video, awesome, hit that like button. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out, guys.